Hello?
Hello? Is this the president of basketball?
Yeah, I guess this is Prez. Who is this?
Okay, thank you. Please hold for Mike Krzyzewski.
Excuse me, who did you say? Hello?
Hello, is this Prez?
Yeah, this is Prez. Is this Coach K?
Yeah, it is. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm calling.
Yeah, I am. It's not that often that you get a call out of the blue from someone like you, so yeah.
Well, I've got very good reason for calling, I can assure you. On behalf of USA Basketball, I'd like to officially invite you to be a part of the team.
Yeah, that's great. Wow, yes, amazing.
You were absolutely terrific this season in college, and we think you'd be a great addition to our team.
Wow, that is an unbelievable offer. I don't know what to say.
So, does that mean you accept?
100%. Yeah, I mean, I've always dreamed of, representing my country in a way like this, so I'm in.
That's amazing. We'll get you some additional details shortly, and I'm really looking forward to coaching you at our next mini camp this summer.
All right, Coach.
See you this summer, Prez.
All right, see you. Coach K, USA, USA, USA. Oh, I gotta call my mom.
It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. 'Cause I got me for life.
Yeah.
Woo, I don't need a hand to hold. Even when the night is cold, I got that fire in my.
Welcome, everyone, to an incredible event tonight featuring many of the world's greatest athletes. The United States with a very talented team taking on the Australian team full of talent themselves, all on this international stage. We'll see Australia and Team USA.
And what a tournament it's been so far. And we're just getting started. Two great teams going at it with the United States against an up-and-coming Australia.
And, after all the games, it comes down to this. No matter who steps up to win the title, we've been treated to an incredible exhibition of all the best players in the world all tournament long.
So Australia will get the first possession. A big group substitution here for Team USA. Prez is checked in for Green. Paul George comes in for Kevin Durant. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Irving. Now here's Butler. Prez with the screen for Butler. The pass to Prez beyond the arc. Here's Cousins. Good work there as it goes. Cousins has got 9.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here's Dellavedova looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Exum. Pass to Anderson. 5 to shoot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. One thing many were curious to see with Prez on this international stage is how he can hold his own with the best of the best. It seems that he is the kind of player that gets even better when playing with elite teammates.
Yeah, and good teammates will make any player play better. But the impact is tenfold for Prez. The speed of the game, adjusting to it during this tournament, hasn't been a huge problem for him at all. The hype for this kid continues to grow, and a win here against Australia will continue to add to his already impressive resume.
Well, it's been a bit of a tradition to take one exceptional college player on the U.S. team and on their roster. This cycle, it's Prez's turn.
And it's happened before. Remember Christian Laettner and the Brow, and just how those two were special in college. The same can be said for Prez. Plus, he'll get a chance to test himself on the international stage.
And it's great to see Dante Exum back out on the floor after he had to deal with a huge injury to his knee. You were worried that he wouldn't be able to participate in these games, but he's done well to help his Australian team.
Yeah, and with Exum, an injury like his can slow a player up, but he has worked so hard to get back out on the floor. Now he's regained that explosiveness with the ball and can get to the rim. You forget how young he is, and he'll be one of the key figures, I believe, for Australia for a long time to come.
And this tournament has shown the world just how far Australian basketball has come. A lot of great players on this team, and almost all of them playing for NBA teams.
Well, over the past few decades, basketball has really exploded in Australia. And they're seeing what could be the start of a golden era for their national team.
And Dante Exum is a guy who can fill many roles for this Australian side. Can play either guard position comfortably at this level and gives the Aussies a lot of flexibility with their lineup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And he comes up with the deuce. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Team USA ahead, up by 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back, everyone. International basketball at its finest. Already one quarter in the books. USA versus Australia. A lot of talent on both of these teams.
And guys, this USA squad looked pumped and really ready to go. They've got to be feeling pretty good about how they've been playing.
No doubt about that. I mean, but this Australian team is extremely talented, and there's plenty of time left. So it'll be interesting to see how the Boomers execute here in the second quarter.
And it's Team USA with the ball. Australia getting their last shot to go. They get it again. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got the lead up to 12 now for Team USA.
And you have to be impressed with the balance that the Australian team has. Defenders and scorers from top to bottom. It's a big part of why they have been so successful here in the tournament.
Yep, exactly. I mean, the Australians have put together a team that works extremely well with each other and have played unselfish basketball the whole way. I mean, they're definitely more than the sum of their parts on paper, and I'd say kudos to the Australian Federation for putting this group together.
Team USA leading by 10. Anthony kicks to Jordan. He feeds it to Prez. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And you know, Prez's ability to capitalize on these and-one chances are why he's so respected in the game of basketball. Superior strength on display there.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Team USA.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Martin kicks to Bairstow. Here's Ingles. Out of bounds. Team USA takes possession.
And what can you say about the impact Coach K has had on USA basketball? Has led the team to victories in every major tournament. More importantly, though, has brought the prestige back to the program. The best of the best in the U.S. once again line up to be a part of the national team. Well, when the U.S. picks players from the NBA, it just isn't about taking the best player at each position. They look at much more than that to assemble the best team that they can.
Yeah, and that's a great point because this is not an all-star team, although many of these players are all-stars. There's a difference. Really, they're looking for players that can impact the game without the ball, make others around them better, and are suited for the international style of play.
And with Coach K, that is what I think people forget. USA Basketball was underachieving in tournaments before he took over in 2006.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, Coach K was the perfect guy to ignite a real passion for players to get excited about representing their country again. I mean, had the gravitas with all the pros because of his legendary status as a college coach, knows how to manage people and players and these stars, and he's had them playing unselfishly and as a unit his entire tenure. Credit to Coach K for sure, but also to the players as well.
Now, here is Irving. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Yeah, it's so bad I would even go a step farther and call it raggedy. I mean, that's how their defense has been overall today.
Passes it to Bairstow. Right side, Martin. Some nice ball movement by Australia. Here's Ingles. Green, he's checked in for Team USA. Kevin Durant comes in for Prez. And here is Irving. And we are just about ready to start the second half. A different look now for Team USA. Jordan comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Prez is subbed in for Durant.
And perhaps the biggest strength of this Australian team, their passing ability. Everyone at every position has a great sense of how to move the ball around.
Yeah, when you have guys like Bogut, Ingles, who all have size and can keep the ball moving around when it's not in the hands of a guard, I mean, that's a fun, enjoyable style of basketball to watch.
And Patty Mills played his college ball at St. Mary's in California, the fifth Australian player they've successfully recruited. A real pipeline of talent from down under to that school.
Yeah, and his college games were televised live in Australia, despite the time difference. Left after 2 seasons, going 55th back in that 09 draft, and in 2015 they retired his number 13 jersey.
And you can see it in Prez's eyes. There is no way he's missing that three.
And when he wants to hit from deep, it's almost as if he wills it in if you let him.
Dellavedova with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Shooting one.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
A different look now for Team USA. George is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Butler in for Thompson. For Australia, they've made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the free throw, no good.
Hey, guys, this is something that happens in every international gathering. It's fun to see so many of the U.S. and Australian players going head-to-head, even though they're on the same NBA team.
Yeah, and they played against each other before in practice, but in competition, where a title is on the line, you better believe it'll be a no-holds-barred affair.
Mills dishes to Dellavedova. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
George passes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
They set the pick. Screen by Bogut. Bairstow kicks to Mills from deep. It's hauled in by Team USA.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Dellavedova dishes to Bairstow. Kicks it to Mills. Up again, cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
Oh, that is a booming putback. Stand aside, fellas.
They wanted nothing to do with him in there.
At least not with the ball in his hands and the rim in sight.
Here's Prez, and the layup falls. Prez has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, I like to see Prez get aggressive inside. Really determined to score when he gets that close to the rim.
Dellavedova kicks to Bairstow. His first shot coming late. They get the rebound. He gets it in there. 6 points for Andrew Bogut.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Mills with the rebound. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shoots from the baseline. No good on that one. George with the defensive effort. Team USA with the ball. And Team USA getting another basket right there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Mills. 7 points in the game. Bogut with a screen on Irving. And here's Mills for three. Misses there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Team USA ahead, just dominating this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And if you're just tuning in, we've got the USA and Australia teams on the floor and ready to get going here for quarter number 4. So it's Team USA winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Me get away what they're trying to see. A Stella Maxwell right beside of me. A Ferrari, I'm buying 3. A closet of Saint Laurent, get what I want when I want, cause this hunger is driving me, yeah. I just need to be alone. I just need to be at home. Understand what I'm speaking on. If time is money, I need a loan. But regardless, I'll always keep keeping